Oh my, okay. All right. This is... okay. Hey there everyone, we are here at a brand new sushi restaurant. It was recommended by you. You said, Michael, David, you want to find the best sushi in Orlando? We got a recommendation for you. Katana Sushi seems to be the one that is really, really highly recommended. We're here inside. They got a lot of great seating all around. It's like kind of barricades. We're separated. It feels very safe. I hope we found the best sushi in the area. Cross your fingers. Checking out the menu right here, they've got those lunch boxes and sushi lunches as well. You actually can choose from these here, a choice of miso soup or ginger salad. I'm definitely going to go for that miso soup. It's raining out there, great day for it. But look at that sashimi platter, $16 for 12 pieces. To me, that's not a bad price at all. That's me. I'm not 100% sure about that. I feel like that's a pretty good price. When you flip the menu over, we're learning they have these unbelievable signature maki here. They all look unbelievably amazing. I'm really tempted by these. I know the lunch specials might be maybe a better deal, and you get the soup with it, but I don't know. All these rolls sound unbelievable. I don't know. The Big H apparently is the recommendation right there, along with a new Kenji roll that's not on the menu right now. We're learning a lot. So we decided on the Kenji roll, which is brand new, has asparagus and crabs and salmon and different salmon, yellowtail. We also have the lobster bomb roll. We've got the crab salad as well. Squid salad. That all sounds amazing. Dave and I are sitting here with anticipation. I'm trying to describe it to you. So we love sushi. We both do, huge fans. And we're sitting here, we're like, could this be it? Could this be it? We don't know. And so we're just waiting. We're waiting to find the best of the best. Don't know if this is it, but just like Ari Sushi in Celebration, we have that same feeling of, you can feel it. Our squid salad has arrived. I love seaweed salad, but it was recommended. They said much, much better is the squid salad. I'm a little nervous of it, but I'm always open to try new things. The squid salad, it looks really, really good. A lot of squid, a lot more squid than I was thinking it would be right there on top. Let's dig in, let you know how it is. First bite of the squid salad, bon appetit. You know, I didn't know what to expect here because I've never had squid salad before, but this tastes really good. I like seaweed salad a lot. It's similar in a way, but the protein, it definitely adds. It's an extra $1 for the squid instead of the seaweed. I'd say that's worth it. Sometimes squid is cooked to a point where it's a little bit chewy. This is not. It tastes amazing. It's got the seaweed flavor to it. There's a lot of the flavor of that seaweed in there. You can't really taste much of the squid at all. You really can't because it's cooked. But I love it. It's tough for me to say that something beats a seaweed salad because I love it that much. This is up there with it. It really is. I would get it again. I absolutely would.
Agree with you. It really is fantastic flavors on that one. Love the combination of the seaweed salad flavor and the high protein of the squid. And it's not too chewy. Very easy to bite through. That squid there.
Oh my gosh, look at this sushi here. Unbelievable. The lobster bomb on top. It is actually a lobster tail right there with the sushi all around it, covered in that spicy mayo. It looks unbelievable. We also got the, I think it's the Kenzu roll right there. You can see the avocado on top. A lot of the different eggs. You got the kind of lighter ones and the darker ones as well. I love it. I'm so excited about this. Salivating, looking at it. Here we go. The moment of truth, the first bite of the Kenji roll. Bon appetit. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Just as good as it looks. The avocado, and then the yellowtail goes perfectly with the red snapper, and I think there's salmon in there too, the crab, the sweetness, plus the seafood taste. Oh my, okay. All right, this is, okay. I almost just don't want to eat it. You want to just like savor the flavor more and more. It's like one of those pieces of sushi where it's like the flavor is like, you get the sweetness, and the fish goes perfectly with it. I'm gonna have to like thank the chef because this is unbelievable. David's had a lot more sushi than I have all around the country. He's been to California, had sushi. David, I need to know what you think of just the one bite of the Kenji roll here. It's that good.
Looking for more appropriate language to use. It's fantastic. It's amazing. The flavors are incredible. The sushi itself, the fish, amazing, fantastic. Just a perfect combination of flavor as well as kind of cook of that sushi and consistency of that sushi. Best sushi ever, definitely.
I can second that. We have not tried the lobster bomb roll, I should mention. We've only had one piece. I can second that 100%. It is the best sushi I've had, I think, ever. I think it's one bite. Okay, well, thank you for recommending it. Let me just tell you right now, I really appreciate these recommendations. I have a tendency to forget them, or maybe I didn't write them down. I've been trying to get better at your recommendations, but this is. I'll be back here. Let's just put it that way. We're coming back. We haven't even tried the second roll yet. Now, I have tried sushi several different places. I have. It's like this is a new bar. Let's just put that. This is the new top. Oh, just one bite. We still have not eaten more. We're just talking about it because we're still just floored by the taste, the flavor. I would come out of your way for this. I would drive an hour out of your way, 2 hours out of your way. I would. I personally would. I'm looking forward to going to Japan one day. It's always been a dream of mine to get to Japan, right? To go and try the sushi there. I've always wanted to do that. I know we will one day. This is a great stepping point. I don't know. I don't want to try and compare places I've never been to, but yes, I love that. Now for the roll that we thought sounded even more interesting, the lobster bomb roll, which includes the entire tail of a lobster there. You ready? Bon appetit. I have no idea which one is better. I don't. They're both incredible. Just incredible. The flavor. The spicy mayo is not overpowering with the lobster, and the lobster is not too fishy flavor, right? You sometimes get the fishy. It's the combo of the tempura with it, and it goes with the avocado and the flakes on top. Mind-blowing, amazing. I cannot speak highly enough about this restaurant. I want to shout from the top of my lungs, but I'm not going to because we're in a quiet location. But I love this sushi. This is the best sushi I've ever had. I think we found the best in the Orlando area. Of course, we will try more. We will. I cannot imagine trying to compete with this. I cannot imagine trying to compete with this.
I thought this one was going to be the blowout between the two sushi rolls, but I agree with you. They're both fantastic in their own way, and the flavors are unbelievable. Definitely would consider getting both again, but I'm probably more likely to try every roll on the menu, because if these two are this good, I'm sure they're all fantastic.
So we've had more time to eat through a bunch more of it. Absolutely loving every bite. Cannot speak highly enough to it. The lobster is cooked so well. I would recommend the Kenzu roll. There's like no rice. It's crab, salmon, yellowtail, and red snapper, I believe. There's basically, it's just like a lettuce wrap or like a seaweed wrap in just fish. It's so good. You know it's good when you do everything in your power to eat as slowly as possible because you want to savor every flavor. I think the yellow and black roe there is what they call it, is what makes this. Obviously it's all the seafood in there too, but like the flavor you get from them is just unbelievable. David and I are finished now. We're sitting here stunned. I'm going to say something that's going to be strange. It's almost like I've never had sushi before. It's that good. You know when you have food that's so good, it's like everything else in the world fades away a little bit. That's kind of how it feels. Needless to say, we're gonna be back, and we're gonna love it then too. We love it now. We're gonna love it then too. We're gonna love it every other time we come back here. Thank you again for pointing us toward this one. You can tell I'm just in shock. I'm in shock. Sushi Katana here by Millennium Mall. Truly unbelievable. Cannot recommend it highly enough. It's right by Kiki's Breakfast Cafe, which I think is right over there. Also very good. But yeah, that is well worth going out of your way for. My favorite sushi ever, not just in the Orlando area, that I've ever had. The Kenji roll was no doubt my favorite. David's favorite too. It's an amazing roll. I highly recommend it. It's not permanent on the menu quite yet, but it will be soon. It will be very, very soon apparently. There are several others they told us to try. The Oasis roll, the Volcano roll, I think it was.
Bahama Mama,
right.
Yeah, Oasis, Volcano.
There's a lot that we'll be coming back for in the future. David said, you know what, it's time for ice cream. Yes, you did. Well, yeah. We have the coupon too. We wanted to make sure we use the coupon for Brewster's. It's a buy one, get one free, which, I mean, it's pretty good. You know, we tried the ice cream before, and we tried the raspberry truffle. I love that one. David loved the wedding cake. I'm gonna try the wedding cake for sure. We're gonna try new flavors as well. But with the buy one, get one, $5 for two, like the huge, that's worth it. It's definitely worth it. So we're gonna try new flavors, Brewster's, today. So they don't have wedding cake today. That's all right. I got the Nestle Crunch and the chocolate peanut butter with Buckeyes by the recommendation of a very kind friend behind the counter here. And also cotton candy explosion. Here it is, chocolate peanut butter with Buckeyes, cotton candy explosion, and Nestle Crunch right there. Cheers. Right off the bat, the chocolate peanut butter with Buckeyes, really good. I love the cotton candy explosion. Oh yes.
That's very good. One thing that David and I have noticed about Brewster's is that the ice cream melts especially fast. So fast. So, bowl I feel like is essential with that waffle cone. Overall cotton candy explosion, delicious. Chocolate with peanut butter and Buckeyes, delicious. The, was the other one, Nestle Crunch? I wouldn't get that one. It tastes like vanilla. Not enough in there, so those are the flavors for today. A great stop here at Brewster's. Now I think our plan is to head to Epcot in a little bit and try some of those new food booths that are now open around World Showcase. Alps and Italy are now open. We're gonna digest a little bit. Because with sushi and ice cream, we digest. Maybe some rides, maybe some shows, maybe walk around, maybe a little nap for David, and then we'll be on our way there. And we're back at Epcot. It feels so good. The plan today is to try some new food kiosks. You can see I've dragged David back in. Not too crowded, slow crowd. That's what we're going for. We're gonna try Italy, hopefully, and the Alps, which have apparently reopened here at World Showcase. Cheese time? Cheese. Now I know some construction is continuing here at Epcot, but this part of Innovation's construction here doesn't look like it's moved one bit. It looks like it's just about where we left it recently. So yeah, it's probably progressing, just in different areas and at different rates. Just beyond China, the Alps kiosk here for Food and Wine Festival has been moved this year. It was actually closer to Norway in the past, so now it's over here. They've got the 2 Swiss cheeses, a little bit different each one. They've also got that tart that David and Mom love. David and I are looking at the Swiss cheese here. They've got 2 of the same ones here. One with the baby potatoes that I do recall from last year, but there's the other one that has the ham with it, which David and I both believe is new. I'm probably gonna try that one. From the Alps Pavilion, we've got that warm raclette Swiss cheese here with the ham, which I do still believe is new for this year. Last year they didn't have the ham with it, they just had the potatoes, which are really good, but I remember that cheese, super strong Swiss cheese. You can definitely smell it there. With the ham, let's put it all together and taste it. Putting it all together here, ham, Swiss cheese, and the bread. Bon appetit. Taste together is really good. I really like it, but last year I recall just liking the cheese by itself without anything, not even the bread with it, just the cheese by itself. Gonna try the cheese by itself again. For me personally, I love the flavor of just the cheese. That's me. Somehow the flavor of the Swiss really hits you in a different way. The ham is good, it is, but I don't think I'd get it. I'd go with just the potatoes version of this item, just so that you can enjoy the flavor of that cheese. Ham is good by itself, but cheese, definitely something to taste separately. Overall, I like this one. I really do. You have to be in that mood for Swiss cheese and the kind of the specialty Swiss cheese there. Wouldn't go out of my way for this one. Not within the top 5, top 10, but it's still a good one, especially if you want to try some new cheeses.
The flavors of the ham and cheese are not so much my style. I'm not a huge Swiss cheese person. I think the ham's a little bit like chewy. I don't know what you would call it, like a prosciutto or something, but it's not bad. But it's just not so much my speed in terms of a ham and cheese combo. I like it together, ham, cheese, bread, but don't love it. And I personally prefer the combo as opposed to the cheese by itself. So depends what you like.
Just look at that sunset here in Epcot. Truly amazing to see those deep oranges, the purples in the sky. It is phenomenal. I love it. There's always an interesting, exciting sunset in Florida. Always. Now, David, I've talked about it before in the vlog. I kind of want to get your thoughts on this. When we used to vacation Walt Disney World, it was like a rush. Rushers, go, spread, go, as fast as you can. And since then, we even look at our walking speed now. It's just this huge difference. I want to know your thoughts about it. You've heard mine. I want to hear David.
I love the slower pace. I've always kind of preferred taking my time, not having to worry about rushing from one destination to the next here at Disney or anywhere else. Just being able to take that slower pace, relax, and not worry about what needs to get done over a course of a few minutes or a few hours is a nice feeling for me. So I really do enjoy being able to take that slower pace.
Now, for many of our friends, I think they would admit, as we would, that I might be a tiny bit of a bigger Disney fan than you are. Just slightly, just because, you know, the park experiences and all of that, you know, that's totally fine. For me, you know, that slower pace is still slowing down. After over a year, I'm still finding myself I need to slow down even more. For you, how long did it take to reach that slower pace?
Was I rushing around on day one?
It's a fair point. It's a fair point. I actually don't think you were. I think that you've always kind of had the slower pace. Maybe even during vacations too. That's okay. So maybe it's not about living here. It's about how you want to experience it. Yeah, it's always, you know, we've talked about it before. It's just something else to think about. Now I remember Spain's got that charcuterie that I love. It's in this cone with the meats and the cheeses. I absolutely love that one. We also have the paella, something else to consider. Right there, maybe. But charcuterie is one I think I'm gonna get. From Spain, we've got the charcuterie right there, which includes very special meats and cheeses and olives, all found here at the Spain kiosk. I should mention it looks a little different than it did. I think it was either last year or 2 years ago when we had it. And it's not in a cone anymore, it's in this plastic container. Still looks good though. I'm still really excited for it. Okay, we've split up the charcuterie right there so we can both try it together. Cheese first?
Cheese first.
Cheese first. Bon appetit. That cheese is not even close to as good as it was last year or 2 years ago. It's a little too tough and it's very, very dry. Very, very dry. I remember the cheese we had in the charcuterie a year ago, 2 years ago, was very moist. You had a lot more flavor to it, a lot more of the vinaigrette flavor as well, the peppering. So that, it's not quite as good. It's all right. We got the meats to try too.
This dish is not so much for me.
Okay.
I would say the sausage is the best part. It's not particularly special or good sausage in my opinion. It's not bad. It does have some spice, some flavor in there. I like the olive oil idea kind of soaked throughout, but the cheese is very tough. And the flavor, there's not a lot of flavor. It's kind of a tough, blocky cheese.
I have to make my way through it just a bit more and try those olives, but it's not as good as I remember. Let's just put it that way. I probably would go with something else myself, just a couple of bites we've had here, but we'll keep making our way through, let you know. Overall thoughts on the charcuterie this year, not what I would recommend personally. I did eat through most of it, as you can see. Cheese a little hard, olives aren't flavored to the way I would like them. The prosciutto isn't even quite there. You know, the sausage is all right, but not what I would get. That's me personally. You know, maybe you love it, maybe it's your favorite. My mom probably should try this one, but it's just not for me. It's just not what I enjoy in terms of flavors at the Food and Wine Festival. There are a lot better ones, no doubt about it. I'm really hopeful that the charcuterie improves in the future. I know they can do it. I know they can. This year, wouldn't recommend it. Perhaps next year, we'll get it just right. We're gonna find something else to end our Food and Wine Festival rounds with, whether it's something sweet or something savory, we'll find something. Now, a few days ago, we went to France and we tried a really, really good sorbet, the pear sorbet. It was amazing. I've heard that there's another specialty macaron in France. It's just, you know, it's the pear one's great, it is, but there's something else for us to try. We're gonna stop by Les Artisans de Glace and see what it's all about. Take a look at the lights inside Les Chefs de France here. They are all lit, so we can actually see inside the restaurant even though it's not open. They're all the lights are on, probably to add to the ambiance, even though it's not open for us yet. It will be soon. It's there to make us feel welcome. I had the pear sorbet the other day. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. But now that you can see right there, seasonal macaron ice cream sandwich. We're gonna ask about it, make a decision. The specialty macaron from Les Artisans de Glace is the raspberry and vanilla macaron. It looks absolutely incredible. David forced me to give it a try with it. I'm just kidding. We're gonna try a little bit together. I'm still working on the diet part. We'll get there eventually. But you know, you get the idea. We're gonna try it together. I'm sure it's gonna be delicious. Here we go. Let's try it together. Bon appetit. Overall, the raspberry swirl macaron is very good. I do like it a lot. The flavors are a tiny bit stunted there. If you want like the best flavored ice cream from here, that pear one was just out of this world. Between this and that pastry puff that you can get from the kiosk outside in France, I would go with the pastry puff. That's me, just in terms of flavor. Those are my thoughts. David?
Overall, I did think it was good. It had some nice flavor parts. I'd say the raspberry ice cream was a lot better than the vanilla ice cream part in there. And it was good, but it wasn't mind-blowingly amazing. So I think I agree in terms of that French pastry.
Here we are by the updated section of France. You can actually see it is still where we left it. Nothing has changed. You can still see the sign back there when we walk further in that direction. Tough to know when exactly it will open. Last time we looked, construction was making its way, but that sign is right there. Ratatouille. Couple waters to end the night here. Hydration, absolutely key, even when it's a little cooler out. That's one thing I've noticed. You know, it does cool off after a rainstorm, raining a little bit right now as we make our way out. But hydration, no less important. Just like that, our day has come to an end. Thanks so much for sharing in the magic with us today. It was so much fun sharing it all with you. Until next time,
have a magical day.
And see you real soon.